The first murder did not begin with blood. It began with a look. Two brothers stood beneath the open sky, their offerings laid out before God. One was simple grain, harvested by patient hands. The other was the best of the flock, chosen with care. Smoke rose from both, but only one offering was accepted. And in that moment, something invisible cracked inside the human heart for the very first time. Cain felt it before he understood it. A tightening in the chest, a heat behind the eyes. He had worked the soil since dawn. He had obeyed. And yet Abel was favored, not because he was stronger, not because he was louder, but because his gift was given with humility. Cain didn't hear that lesson. All he heard was rejection. Jealousy is quiet at first, it whispers. God warned him. Sin is crouching at your door, the voice said. It desires you, but you must master it. Cain nodded. He listened. And then he walked away, carrying the warning like an unheeded echo. Abel trusted his brother. Why wouldn't he? They shared the same blood, the same parents, the same dust beneath their feet. When Cain asked him to walk into the field, Abel followed without suspicion. The wind moved gently through the grass. The world was still young. Violence had no name yet. And then, in a moment too fast for reason to intervene, Cain raised his hand. There was no thunder, no fire from the heavens, just silence. The kind of silence that follows an irreversible choice. Abel fell, and with him fell humanity's innocence. Cain stood alone, staring at what he had done. The ground beneath him drank blood for the first time, and remembered it. When God spoke again, the question was simple. Where is your brother? Cain answered with the first lie. I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? But the earth had already spoken. Abel's blood cried out from the soil, accusing not with anger, but with truth. Cain was not struck down. Instead, he was cursed to wander, alive, breathing, carrying his guilt across the world. Mercy somehow made the punishment heavier. This was the first murder, but not the last time jealousy would turn love into violence. It taught humanity a terrible lesson. Evil does not always arrive as a monster. Sometimes it arrives as a feeling we refuse to confront. And ever since that day, the question still echoes. Am I my brother's keeper? If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment below. What do you think Cain truly feared that day?